And good morning. Yeah, early morning video. I'll throw this out as a premiere. Title's going to be Fore Denounces Fraud at Wrangler. That's right. So, just prior to Thanksgiving, I had an email conversation with Fore, and I told him the reason people are going at him hard in regards to the whole Fraud at Wrangler thing is because he's never really came straight out and focused on denouncing Fraud at Wrangler. It's always been deeply buried in one of his live streams. Oh, I've denounced them many times. Well, yeah, you have, but it's always been buried somewhere. So I'm bringing it out to the forefront. Fore denounces Fraud at Wrangler. Title of the video. We'll see where it goes. He denounced him on Jerry's channel in a live stream, buried in a live stream yet again. But I managed to clip out a section of it, and I'm going to show that to you right now so we can get this out in the forefront.
Doesn't have that much time.
No, I don't have that much time. I just went and got the kids, my imaginary children, from school.
Okay, no, okay. Look, I'm gonna say this. Okay, sometimes people talking to you, sometimes people saying things about you is unfair. Okay, but you do talk crap about other people too. Don't tell me that you don't. So
no,
can you?
Broke up. What did you say?
Huh?
Yeah, you just broke up. Did you say I talk about other people too?
Yeah, I mean you make fun of them, right? You make fun of them. No, but you make fun of them, right? We can agree on that you make fun of people, and sometimes there's some exaggerations there. I'm not saying that's egregious. I'm not saying that's bad, but you can admit that you do that as well. So can you have just a little bit more thicker skin when it comes to that?
Well, I mean, I do run a comedy channel. That's what it is labeled. So
okay,
I mean,
okay.
But no, here's the
Fair
thing,
enough.
like, so I don't. You know how I feel about you. I've been on your channel before, so like it's not like we're not like half-ass friends at this point. It's that when you come to my chat and you say things that kind of insinuate that they're not talking about me, or they don't mean to say things about me, but it's just like today they talked about my DD214 and tried to call it into question if that was even mine. Or earlier today, they tried to say that I was using my brother's DD214 because we served on the same ship, even though my name is clearly at the top and signed at the bottom. And then Stanley tried to say that because I didn't record everything, and there's not 50 million pictures, that my career was stolen valor. He also tried to say that my entire family, my 4 soon-to-be 5 children and my fiance, were not real.
Okay, that's bullshit. Okay.
Can I
the people claiming that your career is stolen valor, I don't follow that at all, and the reason why is because you have MSG retired's attention. He has mentioned you several times, which means I'm sure he's probably looked into your DD214. And
yeah, I don't doubt Fore's service at all.
No.
My whole thing is
okay. One second. Okay, 1 second, because he has to get out of here quick, and I want to make sure he gets a fair say in all of this. Tats and Zoots, if we can just like hold back on anything, unless you have a pertinent question.
Yeah, I do. I do have one.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and let him have the pertinent question.
Fore, can you just plainly say that you disavow
yes, I denounce his actions. I denounce the stolen valor portion, but this is all stuff that I've already said. That's the whole problem.
Okay. Let's not get into whether we said it or not. Could you just use his name? Could you just say, I denounce Fraud at Wrangler
for stolen valor? But can you say his name for me, please? And that would be.
What do you mean?
It's a done deal. That's it.
What do you mean?
Use his name. Just say Fraud at Wrangler.
Stolen valor, Fraud at Wrangler committed stolen valor or made false claims about his military service, and I don't support that, or something like that.
I don't support it. I don't support it. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
I'm trying to go Jerry here with no headphones.
You can't say his name though.
No. So I Fraud at Wrangler, did some sketchy shit with his DD214. I've seen 2 for his 2 stints at attempted boot camp.
Right.
What a piece of shit, right?
Saying all the stuff with the Humvee, that was kind of out of pocket because
he's a liar.
You only did 2 stints in boot camp. You can't say all the rest of that shit. But yeah, right. I announced him. I don't support him, and by him I mean Wrangler.
Okay, well, I appreciate that, bud.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Let's get it out in the forefront. That's why I'm throwing it out there. I'm going to title it. I'm going to make sure they're tagged in it, and let's get it out in the forefront. I had that email conversation with him just prior to Thanksgiving. He said he was going to get back to me after the holiday. He never did. That's fine. I offered for him to come on my channel on a live stream, or I'd go on his. We could talk about it. No need. I'm going to do this. That way it's not buried in a live stream somewhere and everybody can see it. They don't have to go combing through hours of live streams to try and find the little snippet where he said, no, I think he was wrong at Stolen Valor. I think they did a good job. Yes, I did look at his DD214 as that other panel member mentioned. Yeah, honorable service. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a legitimate DD214. No questions. We looked at his DD214 and, there was questions about it. I'm not a Navy expert. I have a Navy expert that can tell me about it, who's a VSO that looks at DD214s all the time. And one thing that we couldn't figure out, there was no A school, but there is no A school for a BM. They test into that when they make their E4, they have to test in to get that rating. Anyway, his 214 is 100% legit. I think Stone Vet released a video and was reflecting on how hard he's been going at KFAR, and he has been. He's a pit bull. I coined that phrase and I called him a pit bull, and it stuck. He is the pit bull, especially when it comes to Stolen Valor. KFAR came out with a video at 1 something this morning and addressed it. I think he downplays how bad he felt when he finally realized that he had been going on live streams with who he thought was a combat veteran, a decorated combat veteran, only to find out the guy never made it through boot camp. I think that plays a little bit more on him than he will let on in his video. I think I think they were really friendly. I think they probably talked every day about the whole anti-auditor thing. And because they had some of the same targets. I'll give him kudos. In his video this morning, he apologized to Russell, which I think that took a lot of balls to come out and do that. He said he's still going to go at him on the auditing thing. So be it. He did apologize. So that should clear some of the air as well. That was one of the big sticking points, is where they were attacking Russell on his resume and his combat experiences, overseas service. So, a lot of people were really bashing on him about that. So I think he's cleared the air on that. And you could tell it was hard for him to do it, but he did it. So I wanted to get this out there. It's going to be a really short video. I'll do a premiere, and we'll see how things play out. There's still so much stuff in the works in the background in regards just to the criminal stuff. When his criminal records came out, I would have distanced myself very quickly. And then, of course, when the Stolen Valor stuff broke and I came out with his records, and Friday Wrangler hasn't mentioned a thing about his military service since. And GT released a video, about them tearing down his resume. He did a great job on it. I actually went on a panel with him, because I don't give a shit if he's an auditor or not. I may not support what he does as an auditor. I don't think there's any need in it. I don't see people's constitutional rights being violated every day by the government. I just don't see it, but to each his own. And as far as the anti-auditors go, really, you're going to play somebody else's video and then just talk shit about them. That's all it is. He says it's a comedy channel. It's more of it's just going back and forth with the auditors. That's all it is. There's no comedy involved. They're just talking shit about people. So I don't get that whole community. He did mention that the combat veteran community is very small. I don't know if I already touched on this. A very small percentage of the guys actually went outside the wire and were engaged with the enemy. I'm a part of that group. Josh is a part of that group, so we take it very personal with the stolen valor stuff. But for every one guy that was outside the wire, there were 3 guys on the fob that were support for that one guy going outside the wire. So there's a huge community of guys that wear that right shoulder patch. And when somebody shits on that and makes up a military career, I take it personal. And that's why I do the stolen valor stuff. So with that, I'm just going to wrap this up. I just wanted to throw this out there. Like I said, go watch Stone Vet's video from last night. Go watch K4's video from this morning. Watch that first 15 minutes where he addresses Stone Vet. Make sure you go over to Jerry's channel. I'm going to drop a link down in the description. Go over there, watch his live stream, boost up his views. And let's see where this goes from here. Like I said, the whole criminal thing is still gaining momentum. And, the wheels of justice turn very slowly. And I'm involved in that community as well. So I know how slow things can go. And, but it's only going to be a matter of time. And, the whole legal thing, I think, is what's going to bite Wrangler in the ass, and he's going to end up back in jail. That's my prediction, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications. Give me a thumbs up. I appreciate all that. Go watch Jerry's channel. I will link the video down in the description. And as always, have yourself a great day.